Yo, we are good. What's up, good people? How are you doing? Thank you very much for clicking this video. You see, I believe you're in the right place. Because here, we are all about love, peace, mercy, forgiveness, unity, and all good vibes of humanity. You see? With a good compilation of four types of videos, good vibes videos, all types. Watch till the end, spam the like button and leave a comment. Tell us where you're watching from it, and help spread this message of caring for one another as you do for yourself. Straight out of Africa with good vibes. Ha! Good vibes. Let's dive in. Watch till the end, man.
This is a secret footage of a strange interdimensional creature caught on camera. This is really top secret, so don't share it. Could be dangerous. This shows an unknown interdimensional creature that we cannot say where it coming from. But sure, it comes from another dimension, somewhere outer space or something like this.
Family and friends are singing happy birthday when this was captured.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Her childhood nickname?
62. Happy birthday.
Oh my god, she's making a wish.
I'm gonna give you 62.
Actually, wish I'm getting girlfriend.
There's a lot of millions in this guy. What the heck? Who was that?
Who blew it out? I was hard because he said wish her. Was it Carmen? That was weird.
It was a win.
Mi abuelita.
What win? There's no win. The rest of the drawer would have
What the heck
opened.
was that?
Give me that one. There's no win in here. What's the win? Carmen, did you blow it out? Was it you? No, she would have said if she blew it out. No, it was, I don't know.
Do you think that is real? 3 scary videos. Yo, what's up with this beautiful lady? Why is he walking like this? Yo, what's up, man? Oh my god. Ha! And this looks like another person in the jungle. Oh my god. Ha! Is this some deformity or what? Why are they walking like that? Oh, yeah. What? Oh, now that looks like a ghost. What is that jumped in the water and changed their shape? What is that thing? Ah, yeah. Crazy stuff all over, man. And now this is... Wait, Bagri, you still cannot imagine coming across such stuff at night. When you're walking at night doing your usual apps and then you see something like this. Oh my god! This can scare me to my roots. Oh, yo. This can be something that can make you run like more than even Flash. Oh, wow. What? Wow, that's beautiful. We say? Let's see what's happening. Oh, some guy here looks like he had this scooter. Oh, and some guy here called him because what's up? You know this guy has a scooter and he's not well. Let me reward him some good cash. Oh, but this amazing human dropped the money down for this guy. Oh, why would he do that? Oh, I really wonder. Oh. Or is that normal in some places where you guys come from? Is that how you pass money? Oh, okay, anyway, don't tell me about it. But this guy came and gave all this money was given to someone that looks like a beggar or someone. Huh? That's interesting. Oh, and our guy here had his classic car. Oh my god, what? What does this teach us? Oh, this teaches us a lot. Please share the lesson you've learned through that. Like now you should not mistreat other people because of how they look, or you see, you should love and care for everybody equally. Because you are all humans, then you say, wow. Oh, this looks like some good car. What? And this guy is the owner of that car? How is this even possible? And some lady here was feeding in the restaurant and she had mercy on this good guy here. Oh, this guy is just feeding on his kebab or scones or whatever that is. But it just looks pretty low classy compared to that place where he is eating it from. You see, because other people have their good dishes like this wonderful lady. But this lady looks like an amazing human. And it's like she wants to share her meal with this other guy. You see, no, this is very good. This is a good gesture. A gesture of love and caring. Wow! This is now very amazing and good vibes. You see, this is good. This is what we are talking about. Love, peace, and caring for one another as you do for yourself. You see, it wouldn't hurt, man. Just some little love and humanity and good vibes. It could be so great. It could impact and change the world positively in some very, very good ways. This is incredible, man. Wow. I really love this. But you see, this guy is like he was testing to see which stranger could be good-hearted and try to reward him. But in this case, it's like he was possible to have something for himself, which he had kept as a gift to every person that could be touched and do such a good gesture. You see, the universe is always rewarding in miraculous ways. And the good deeds you do to people out there in the universe, they will always come to us, you see. Like now myself from this side of the world, there is some areas there are poverty. You see, there is poverty and now there is extreme poverty. Myself have been through that, and let me tell you, those guys that have been privileged not to ever have the challenging life, please thank God and whatever you believe in, because it was not easy in this side. You see, myself growing up, it was very hard through poverty and my parents were not able, but there were good guys around us, some people with kind heart, and they could do some good deeds to us which they thought were just helping, or you see, doing some good deeds which really impacted my heart and the hearts of the people around us, you see, because those good deeds grew in my heart, and how I felt I could like other people to feel that way because of good gestures that are done. You see, good people, what I'm telling you is this: these videos might be fake, but the message of them that they are sending, a message of love and peace and forgiveness, that's the message you are spreading out there. Because the good deeds that people did back then it grew in my heart, and now feel really nice helping people and spreading love and peace out there, because I believe people can help one another and the world can be a very good place if I've ever done some good things to people out there, out of free will, man. Not because you have much extra, but because you are just willing to help. May the universe reward you, man. Good vibes may come your way for all, and all that you desire may it be done in your life. Kindly watch till the end, hit the like button, and spread some love from wherever you are. And whatever you are going through in life, if it's challenges, don't worry. God is with you and everything shall be alright. Good vibes, man. You are loved and respected. Let's keep watching.
Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
Your doors really shouldn't be that wiggly, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. It's so easy. You're probably going to check all the doors in your house. So that little metal piece, just take a flathead and bend it outward a little bit and check your door. Yep, not as wiggly.
Oh, that's interesting, man. Oh, let's see what's happening here. This looks like what? Oh, some dog brought a deer home, an injured deer home. This is very interesting. Wow. You mean some dog can get a deer and bring it home without eating it to the owner to feed it and take good care of it? This is very amazing. This shows us a lot of, because this dog's owner must be a good vibes guy. Because if the dog trusts him to take good care of this other animal, it is really good, man. Watch now.
Did you just say hello? Hi, how are you? How are you? Say good.
When baby start to talk with Howard, I started talking when I was 5. Ah!
To do this, he just kind of picked up on it. He's a very smart dog, as you could see when he was doing. Selfie. See? He just kind of knows a lot of things. But I think he's picked up on when Charlie, who's my cat, is outside, he sees me being like, come on, come inside, and like she doesn't listen to me. And so he just kind of started chasing after her, and it works, and then he realizes that I'm not, you know, asking for her to come back anymore. And he's a herding dog, so I think he just kind of instinctively just knows to do that. Another example, because my fiance's always said that he's a herding dog, but I've never actually like seen it. Hi. I've never actually seen it until we went to his sister's house, who has 2 labs. She was trying to train them to be off leash in this like big open area, and they started to get a little bit too far ahead, and so she started to do this whistle to bring them back. They were just learning, so they didn't know it yet, and my dog picked up on the fact that we were trying to get them to come back, so he sprinted ahead of us, sprinted in front of the 2 dogs, and like barked at them to get them to stop. And then they stopped and they listened to him, and it was like literally the most insane thing that I've ever witnessed.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh my god.
This video was shared on social media. A homeowner was filming himself feeding his pair of rabbits when he suddenly hears a strange noise outside. He runs to the window to take a look, switching on his garden lights to reveal a strange creature bent down in his garden. Disturbed, it leaps up and runs off. Trying to enhance the image and zoom in, the creature is large and golden in color. It crouches down and then leaps like a frog. The homeowner runs out to try and see what this creature is. Heading down his garden, he catches a glimpse of it leaping over his fence, and then it is gone.
Me and my grandmother, been trying to move.
Trying to move?
Yes, to a different place that will have your house.
All right, and what is stopping you?
We can't find it.
You can't find your house?
Well, a new house, a new place, town.
Are you sure that you're looking in the place you actually wish to be? That really excites you the most? Or are you looking somewhere that isn't that exciting?
We have ideas and we're making them smaller and looking, but
You are making them smaller?
Yes.
Why aren't you making them bigger?
Because
things are easier to see when they're big and difficult to see when they're small.
More choices are complicated.
That's just a belief, you know. It's not a fact. And I'm not talking about adding more choices. I'm actually talking about reducing the choices to something that is more accurately and precisely representative of what you actually prefer, instead of looking at things that are not necessarily representative of what you really prefer. Is there somewhere else you would rather be looking? If there was absolutely no other consideration, nothing at all standing in your way, would you be looking in the places that you're looking, or would you be looking somewhere else? What would be the most exciting place to look? Dropping all other considerations. If you could be anywhere, where would you rather be?
Someplace north of United States.
Well, that sounds awfully precise.
Yeah.
Do you understand that the degree of vagueness in your response is representative of the degree of vagueness in your experience?
Yes.
You don't know what it is you actually prefer clearly enough to attract it. Therefore, you're having a very generally vague experience and not able to recognize it should it even show up. So why not get more specific? Not that it has to manifest that way, but the idea of being more specific is that it will focus you, it will clarify the energy, it will amplify the energy, and as soon as you become as specific as you can be in what represents to you the ideal outcome, as specifically as you can, so that you get as excited as you can by it, then drop the picture, stay in the energy of the excitement, and let the synchronicity show you the direction that you need to go in. By being very vague, you're not really building up enough energy for synchronicity to show you anything that is really clear. Is this making sense?
Yes, very.
Is this helping you?
Yes.
All right. So this is something that you're willing to do?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, one of the laws is what you put out is what you get back. So if you're getting something back that doesn't seem clear, that's your first clue that what you're putting out isn't clear. Therefore, you're getting exactly what you're putting out. Lack of clarity.
Please share thoughts about that.
In the Haunted Mansion, you see the hologram, right? Oh, you know how to make a hologram. Well, our scientists have learned how to make people. They call them synthetics. Are you familiar with those?
Well, actually, we just interviewed John Laird. He was talking about being in an audience in which they were given a lecture by a guy that they thought was real and found out later he was a hologram.
Well, it's a synthetic. A synthetics, when you touch their skin, it feels like plastic almost. That's the latest technique. The old techniques, if you guys can rent a video, the boys from Brazil, rent it, because in it, it gives you the exact way how our government's been making people.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
and the Soviets had a different method called...
I mean, making people meaning temporary people?
No, walking, talking ones.
Meaning through genetics? You're not talking about that?
Well, let me tell you. The movie shows it, but I'll share it with you right now.
All right.
All I need to do is take 2 cells off of your body, yours.
Uh-huh.
We give them a small electrical charge. I'm just connecting. Now I act like a fertilized egg. If I got a fertilized egg, all I need is a receiver in order to make it. So they were hypnotizing women, said they were being invaded by aliens. And the fetus starts growing, right? Needs food. Well, they can use cows and sheep, too. It's, again, a food source. That's all we need. After about 14 weeks, all of a sudden that fetus is gone. Because they've learned to take, that's when the fetus starts developing its own blood supply. Then they've used a pituitary hormone extract that they have, which accelerates the being that grows. And the original technology was given to our government by the Greys. Now, the reason was that our scientists were all excited because we could have spare parts. If you need a heart or a liver or anything, you won't have any rejection. It's your own DNA, right?
Okay, because theoretically, if we have overpopulation, we don't need more people, right?
But the so-called elite are selecting on who they want to have around anyway, so if we want to keep people going as long as we can. I talked to the doctor that was working on regeneration of Castro, for instance.
Right.
On the DNA sequencing. And they're just learning about this.
Well, my understanding is that a lot of presidents have already been replaced.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't think...
They're walking around, they look old, but they basically, some of the people are just
I'll just give you something I'll give you something to ponder. Get some old videos of George Bush, when he first came into office. look at the person and listen to him speak, look at his actions, and listen to his everything that's there. Now, it's a lot easier to put somebody out in front to act as a, you know, even Bush did. He had somebody else that was up there acting like he is and look like it. Even Hitler had a, you know, he had his stand. In fact, his stand-in was the one that they found in the ground over in Germany. I mean, Hitler and Eva and the dog and 14 other people got aboard a plane and flew down to Barcelona, Spain. You were aware of that. And then ended up in Antarctica or in Swabenland and then died a few years ago in Brazil.
That's what we heard. That's
Oh,
what we heard.
I have all the documents from our own government.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a contact, one of our
Stalin
contacts.
even, Stalin asked for the, you know, they tried to burn the body and he got the body back and he said, we had different ears and the testicles were different and everything else, so they knew it wasn't Hitler.
But is it a clone or not?
Oh, now you know going about cloning. Cloning techniques, since 1938 they've been making clone people. There's 8 countries making clones. I have a doctor friend that all he does is treat the clones.
Where do you get your information?
I get it from some of the people that are willing to come forth, and they talk to me because they hope I'll put the information out because they always got 2 people following them and maybe be killed. If I start talking about cloning too much, the people that get involved into that disappear on it. So I don't go into too many more details, but there is information that's available. And more and more of that's coming on the line. I just told you, go rent the movie.
Okay, Boys from Brazil.
Yeah, and you'll see the whole technique on what they show it to you in different places, so you can imagine what it's going on.
Okay, so...
No, let's go to the next step, because this is the most important part.
All right.
If your physical reality that you have, based on this physical life that you have this dream, is made up of the experiences that is impregnated on your body and in your mind, consciously, right? Mm-hmm. Your soul memory is another thing. It goes back whatever time that you elected to be in this incarnation for whatever reason. Now let's show you the division on these things. Since the body's very physical, and we just got you making a physical being in a few months for spare parts, they said, now we've got the perfect deal. How can we have that work better? Well, if you go to the hospital today and get an encephalogram, what's that? That's the memory of your conscious mind. It's on the CD. Let's download it on this being. Now we got a walking, talking duplicate that has the total memory that you have, because we just took it off of your own mind.
Okay, it's like Blade Runner, the android.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. The only thing is that it's like this DVD recorder. Sometimes you have glitches in it, so you have to have them tuned up occasionally or redone them. And so we take them to Camp David, or there's a wing at Bethesda Hospital to just tell you. If you go down there and check, you'll find the nurses, if they're willing to come forth, they'll tell you they work on those people, and they call them the others. I thought it was interesting. They're people. Remember, these people can think and act, but they don't have soul. That's also prophesized.
Right,
Soulless
that's
beings.
true. That's true.
Now we have another agenda that's going on, so you have to be careful of all this. There are many extraterrestrials that would like to be in on the game right now, so they can sometimes will come into these physical beings that we've made to manipulate them.
I see.
So now you have a combination effort that you have to look at, and discernment. You have to discern what the game is. Well, just figure that most of the leaders we have in the world have been bought and paid for or created to think a certain way.
And then it was such a hit. It was way bigger than I even anticipated. And now, I think we're going to make part 2. I think you have to. I think you, have to. They kill you if you try to walk away.
Oh my god! No, that's,
What? Hey, you cute little coyote pup. Come here, buddy.
Good vibes, guy. Much love to all the good and care.
Listen to what this 102-year-old lady said.
Today?
102.
102. So you were born in?
1918.
1918. And we were just talking, and I asked you what shape the Earth is, and what did you say? What were you taught in school in elementary school?
I was taught in school that the Earth was flat.
And what do you do for a living?
I jump out of planes, skydive for a living.
When you jump out the plane, how high is the plane in the air?
17,000 feet.
So from 17,000 feet in the air, when you jump out, do you see the curvature of the Earth, or does it look flat?
You do not see the curvature of the Earth. All you see is just everything that you can pretty much see for 100 miles or so.
First of all, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out of your head. Clear the way for new ideas. Knowledge of man's fabulous discoveries in the centuries ahead. Now that'll be a great advantage, boy. Advantage indeed. If the The boy goes about saying the world is round. They'll take him for a lunatic. The world is round? Yes, yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
Oh my god! Huh? That's creepy!
So many of us, going back to the 60s, maybe even earlier, the conspiracy nuts, who are now, and I don't want to thank Lupe for this, pattern recognition specialists have been waiting for, and that's the fall of the cabal. It's lethal, and it's ugly, and it's vicious, and it's virtually in every country in some shape or form. And you have to understand that that's exactly what's happening. They are clinging to power, clinging to anything and everything, because they realize that if they lose power, they are going to cease to exist on Earth because of everything they've done to humanity. And there are all kinds of storylines, there's all kinds of rumors, there's all kinds of theories. There's a lot of prognosticating, there's assumptions about what is happening, why it's happening, the decisions that are being made. There's so much that is going on. And, if I had one single piece of advice to anybody, and this includes my children, it's believe nothing that you hear and half of what you see. Because at this point, what we seem to know, or what we thought we knew about reality, is literally collapsing before our eyes. And this is why it's really, really important to be the observer. Because if we emotionally get attached to a very specific outcome, we could very well be disappointed. It does not mean that the end result will not be what we hope and have prayed for, but the way it goes down may be completely different than what we think. Because this process is live. It's been gamed, but you can't always depend on your opposition to do exactly what you want in the way that you want. So there's always give and take. There are always adjustments, simulating new situations. And we, as a race, need to be very, very careful. And what I mean by that is, even if there's no failure point in this operation, in this global op, we cannot predict how things are going to go, because that information is not truly being shared with humanity. And it cannot be truly shared with humanity because of the lethality of the enemy.
We're having a
Oh my god! What?
Leave traces of who they are.
You're just not picking up the signs. Nobody ever does anything once. If somebody has done a bad deed, or you see them mistreating somebody else, and then they'll come back and say, oh, it just came over me. This happened once. That's not who I am. You'll believe them. You should not ever believe them. You should realize that people have patterns. When they do something bad, they probably have done it before and will do it again.
Oh my God. Huh. Much love.
Hey guys, so this is me and my son outside basically trying to figure out what the hell was at the back of our fence. Now, as I walk you through this, you guys, remember this happened last year. So I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. So fast forward about 3 hours later, the same night that camera just kept going off. So finally I just got on and sat on. And I thank God I did, because look what I caught. Now, the next video, it will go back to what we were looking at, but this is what came to the park later that night. So listen, guys, prior to us capturing this, we were having all kind of encounters. And when I say encounters, I'm talking about we were seeing shit that just wasn't making sense. It didn't make sense, okay? And they were coming in our house. We were seeing them outside the house, inside the house. But then, you saw that, right? You saw that, right? That is your ET right there. And what I'm learning today, everything that we've encountered is not extraterrestrial. I did not know that. I thought if it came from another place, another dimension, I meant it was extraterrestrial. Wrong. ETs, extraterrestrial, it is not. So this is what we were looking at. This check, now watch the first one that looks like the swan. This is what we went outside to investigate, you guys. They came for about 2 months nonstop. You saw that, right? And they were releasing light. Some of it was in the shape of a ball. Oh, wait till you see the last video. Some of it was in the shape of a ball. Some of it was in shape of like a person, little people. They would go up into that tree. So if you see how the tree hangs over, the back of the tree is completely blurred out, because it's like a magnetic field right there. I don't know the terms for it, you guys. I just know that whole area is affected by it. The front of the tree where it hangs over. I watched that area. It was like it turned into like a television. I saw faces emerge. Okay, so now this is another night, and I got, look at this, I got the camera angled, so I was trying to get it from every angle to see as much as I could see. Watch how this plays out, you guys. Now, I have to tell you this. This is between the hours of 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is not, there's no one at that park. You understand what I'm saying? Many nights we went out there until we started feeling like sensations from these lights, like they were sending vibration towards us, and they didn't feel good, you guys. I remember this one. I know for a fact it was one of those lights, because I had just got off the camera. I'm in the kitchen. Something just told me to stop staring, like, stop watching them. So I got off the camera. About 5 seconds later, up in the kitchen, in the ceiling at the corner, it sounded like a speaker was right there. I heard this. It was like oh my God, it was like a horn, some kind of, horn being blown. But not only did I hear it, I felt it go through my entire body. And it hurt, you guys. The shit hurt. It felt like I was being electrocuted. But not like a deep, it was so deep. The shit was so deep. So I knew then I had to back up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, look at that, you guys. I couldn't record as much as I wanted to. But I got what I could. And a lot of times by me getting on and recording, it was almost like I was provoking them to come into my house. You understand what I'm saying? I had good experiences and I've had bad. The grays did come. And I've talked to other people that have had encounters, and we all say the same thing. You wake up, so you think it was a dream. This right here, besides my boys having encounters and us all three being together and seeing something at the same time, is the only reason why I know they're not dreams. They're not dreams, you know. But besides me and my boys, the fact that my camera was capturing it, it validated that this is really happening. This is a real thing happening to us.
Yo, good people! Thanks for watching up to this part, man. Much love to you. All those videos that has passed, you can always leave a comment of what you think about them. And those wonderful humans that were speaking, different beliefs, different thoughts. Share your thoughts about them and what you think you know about it. You see? Today I was eating a fruit here, and at least today I know its English name. It's called beetroot. We had planted it, and it looks like this. You see some of those fruits, you ask about them, and some names I cannot tell you because English is not my first language, and I also only know them in our language, which might sound like I'm cursing you guys or I'm speaking in tongues. So I'll be researching and I tell you about them. Anyway, much love for watching up to this part. Watch till the end and hit the like button when you are loved and respected. Good vibes.